Hey guys, Ben here from Velflex. Now, what you need to know when pressing sublimated fabric. We've just done this here. We're just doing some testing around blockers and things like that. Okay, now making sure that you have the right blocker when going onto sublimated fabric stops the dye migration coming through. Really important. If we have a look at this here, you can see with this test logo on the right-hand side, no blocker. You can see the red and the black line coming through the white transfer, but on the left-hand side of that logo where we've got our sublimation blocker, it's a carbon-based ink that we've screen printed behind our UltraColour PRO. You have no dye from the fabric coming through whatsoever. You've got perfect white lines, perfect white part of the logo. Now guys, that's really important when printing onto sublimation fabric, but what is as important, and often we don't remember these things, or we don't think about these things till it's too late, okay? When we just press that sample, here is the result that we got on our parchment paper, guys. So see this here, obviously we're trying to stop the dye coming through and discoloring the back of our transfer, like the white ink of our transfer, so it doesn't go pink, okay? Well, here's an example of the dye that would have been trying to get into our transfer, because here it is. This is what the dye that's not here is on the back of our transfer, okay? And that's what's trying to discolor the white in that logo, trying to turn it in white into a pink type sort of thing. Now see all this ink here that's gone into this paper? That's because we use this as a cover sheet. We put it over the top. We had our transfer there. We put this over the top and we pressed it. If we didn't use this ink that you see would have ended up on the top plate, okay? Now, what I've seen in the past, and I see it too often, somebody will get an order for sublimated jerseys. They start pressing those sublimated jerseys and they're pressing a sponsor's logo on it. Like this happens every day. Sports name and number on the back of a sublimated jersey. Like this is everyday work for some of us. Now, you're pressing away that order and it might be a red jersey or it might be purple, it might be green. And they all look perfect, okay? We then go on to the next job and it's a white shirt or it's a sky blue shirt or it's something that's a little bit lighter. We put the shirt on. The problem is we have all of this dye from every single press that we've done of that sublimated jersey going into our top plate, okay? When it goes in the top plate, it then transfers back down onto the next order. So you need to, if pressing sublimated fabric, you definitely need to cover it with a Teflon sheet of some sort, okay? Parchment paper like this is a good one because it just absorbs that, okay? It's very absorbent, but you end up going through the parchment paper. It's nowhere near as tough as Teflon, okay? So parchment paper, baking paper is another alternative that some people use, Teflon sheets or a Teflon cover, okay? And then making sure with using Teflon, just making sure that there's a wipe. Nothing should be permeating into it, but just making sure it's nice and clean, that sort of thing between jobs. Guys, that is one thing that people do forget or do miss until it's too late. And then they spend hours upon hours trying to clean and scrub their top plate to get it clean of any impregnated dye and ink, which is really, really hard. Cheers, guys.